What's going on, folks out there? And you are watching or listening to another episode of the Game and Watch podcast, episode number 93. Thank you all for joining us. I know we're recording in a odd day of the week here. We usually don't do the middle of the week, but hey, we're doing it. I'm your boy, Justin Reed, aka Too Tall for You Fool. I am joined once again by my main man, the F Man, Finest Dabs. Finest, I think you're muted.
I am muted. Yes. What's going on, everybody?
And then we're also joined again by Mark, aka Mr. Madness.
What's up? How's everybody doing?
Doing too well.
Doing very well. And then Ted, Teditor, he popped in. How you doing, Ted?
Hey, I'm good. How's it going? You guys hear me?
Yeah, you're good,
Awesome.
man.
What's up? I'm just kind of dinking around with this whole setup stuff. It's been a minute. What's up?
Yeah. I know it's been a minute. Yeah, I know if you're away from it, sometimes you gotta familiarize yourself with everything and do all that.
Looking perfect.
All right, so just a reminder, folks, that the Game and Watch podcast, if you are watching, you can podcast the show. We are available on all major platforms for your listening pleasure. If you're listening to the podcast and you want to watch our beautiful faces, just check out the show notes. We'll link to our YouTube link in the description of the show notes for wherever you're listening. And also, pretty much for the most part, you want to support the show, we have a Patreon. You can support us on Patreon. And just otherwise, yeah, just I think, am I forgetting anything? Nope.
No, you got it, man.
All right, yeah, just all right. So it's been an interesting week in gaming. I know we're kind of a week behind, but we will play catch up by our next episode. We're going to talk about some of the games of the year choices so far, with the year about half over. A game not working, and then is everyone skipping Gamescon? All that and more. But first, before we do that, how's everyone been? Finance, I know you just recently had a baby. Ted, you hadn't been here in a minute. How's everyone doing?
Everyone's doing well. I guess I'll start it off. Yeah. No. I didn't have the baby, but my wife did, and
There we go. There we go. Give her props. Yep.
Yeah, she's killing it. Everything's going well. He's a healthy little boy. Name's Easton, and he's joining the Dabs family. So we're all dabbing together, one big happy family. And yeah, other than that, just been trying to get in a little bit of game time in between the two kids. And
I'm saying you haven't slept in a while, have you?
you know what? Easton's doing pretty well. He's
Okay.
Since we did it once already, we're able to get him on a pretty solid schedule. But we're up every 2 to 4 hours right now. So yeah, it is what it is. But I'm on paternity leave right now, so we're both chilling at home, taking that rest during the day while we can get it.
That's good.
Oh yeah. So aside from that, Ted, how you been? Just
Can't complain, man. Life just, I mean, the world is a crazy place. A lot going on. Just trying to keep focused, trying to keep positive, trying to do my part and try to make it a better place as much as I can. Try to ignore a lot of the craziness out there. But other than that, just living, just doing this whole PhD thing, working, life, all that good stuff. But no, it's been cool trying to find time to game and kind of poking it in there when I can here and there. Just kind of, there's a little slot. Usually happens. Like I think you saw me on late last night. I didn't feel like going to bed. I was having a little insomnia. I was like, it's 1 o'clock. Let me just throw on to this Miles Morales. So just kind of just jumped in for like 30 minutes and before bed. So that's kind of like my game sporadicness now. But everything else is good, man. It's how y'all been? Like it's been too long.
Yeah. Well, Mark, how you been? I know you were on the show a few weeks ago.
Mark, I miss you, bro.
Hey, what's going on? Everything's good. It's all good.
That's good.
It's all good. It's summertime, so you're busy doing summer things. At least on the East Coast where I live.
Yep.
When the weather's good, you got to enjoy the weather.
Yep.
Ted knows what I'm talking about.
Yes. It's hot and muggy now. I'm
Yeah, I
going
got a pool.
later today.
Swimming.
There you go.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I'm trying to get that gaming in, but my kid's home. He gets a lot of the Xbox time that I wish I could have, but
Right.
it's all good.
What was he like 12 now or something like that, or
He's 10, so he's playing a lot of
10?
crap.
Oh yeah, he's in that like that limbo where it's like he's not playing the really good stuff, but he's not playing the little kiddie stuff. He's playing that crap in the middle.
Yeah, he plays some decent games, but he mostly plays Rec Room, Goat Simulator, and Planet Coaster. Those are like the three big ones.
Hey, those are, I mean, Planet. I no joke. The Steam Summer Sale's going on. I just bought RCT1 and RCT2 on it, and I'm gonna go dabble on that and get back in. I'm super excited. So.
Oh man, I remember those, but like Planet Coaster
it's
is
my
something
jam.
else. It's just,
I have it too, but
it's super in depth, and I'm like, he controls it like we don't have a PC. He plays it on the Xbox, and the way it's super complicated to play on the Xbox. I'm like, I give up. He's like, can you help me build this coaster? And I'm like, no. Let's give me Roller Coaster Tycoon 2.
Yes.
The old school.
That's exactly.
The pre-built coasters. Yeah, definitely. So aside from that, so I mean, as for me, I've been good. Just a little under the weather, but I'm good now. So I mean,
yeah, you caught that miss.
Yeah,
I still haven't caught it, so I guess I'm one of the few. I guess at this point,
I have not either. I'm super like I don't do anything, go out at all, and I mask up, and I'm like double boosted. Like I'm like OCD about that stuff, so I don't mess around. So
yeah, the only vid I got so far is video games. So
yep, there you go.
Let's talk about that then. What y'all been playing?
I'd say, let's see. Well, Ted just mentioned the game I was playing, so I'm playing Miles Morales. So I got that PlayStation Plus Essential Premium.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was like the first thing I downloaded since I didn't get around to that the first time around. So we're on the same page right there. Other than that, Ollie World, I think I talked about this last week, had some DLC. I recently bought that. And let's see, I think that's all I got right now. I think that's where I'm at. How about you guys?
Ted, I know you're off and on when it comes to the games, but
yeah,
what have you been playing?
Well, once actually this summer is kind of like settling down. I'm taking a course at MIT right now, and so that'll be done in like 3 weeks, and once I can like breathe a little bit. It's just summer research, so then I'll have time, and I'm gonna do my streaming. But so then I'll have the game time. But I've got a nice list coming up. So I did download just the RCT 1 and 2. I'm literally looking forward to going through them. I'm gonna be streaming all those. RCT, the Roller Coaster Tycoon, right? The classic edition, which does a kind of like a full, like a little remaster of it, remake. They add stuff. They basically use the Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 models and everything. So I'm looking at that, and number 2, gonna play through those. I'm gonna play the Portal 2 fan-made game because I love Portal 2. It's one of my favorite games. I think we have it on the list. There's a fan mod where they add a full-length game on top of it. So I'm gonna play through that. That's on Steam. I'm playing Miles Morales. I really like it. It's great. It's only
Great
like
game.
7 hours if you plow up, but I'm kind of just milking it because I'm like, hey, let me have fun. It looks good on the PS5. And then
is it really that short?
Yeah, it's only like 6-7 hours. If you just mainline it, you're done. But I've probably put in about 12 or 15 just because I'm digging around. But I'm starting to get to the point where I'm like, okay, it's like I'm not really getting all the stuff out of it, like on the side missions that I want. But it looks amazing on the PS5. It looks so good. It feels good. It's because there's a couple like qualms I have with it, but overall, like it's fantastic. It's so much fun. Miles is such a great character. They did a great job. I'm looking forward to number 2. And then the last thing is actually on the 19th, Stray comes out. That little game with the cat. I'm looking. I bought that. I pre-ordered, so I'm gonna play that. So that's kind of my
the cat game. That's what I call
it. The cat game. Yeah, it is the cat game. Like
wait,
the cat game.
Did you say you pre-ordered it though?
Yeah, he pre-ordered it.
I bought it on Steam.
Oh, okay. I was about to say because you got it free on PlayStation if you have the PlayStation Plus premium.
The
thing.
premium, yeah, it's free.
Yeah.
Oh,
but-
it comes out on that?
Yeah.
premium is
Well,
free,
then-
but not
Well,
the.
then I'll do a Steam refund.
Save you
Give me
some
my
money.
$27. Yeah.
And Mark, I know you touched on it a little bit. What your son's playing? What are you playing? Still going on at the show?
I'm still playing baseball. You know, that's my big thing. But I also been playing Fall Guys. And I've been waiting for it to come out on Xbox for years. I
Fall
didn't really have
Guys.
a PC to play it on, and I missed it on PS4 when it was free. So I've been playing Fall Guys, and I don't know if they just throw you in lobbies with like people that stink at first, but I won 3 out of the first games that I'm playing. So maybe it's one
wow.
of those. Maybe it's one of those like we'll let people win early on. You might be playing against bots. I don't know. I know that some games do that. Make it. Oh, look, I can play. I can win. But I'll keep playing and keep
Just ease you
I
in.
won't go. Yeah, just it's so easy.
Yeah.
But I've been doing pretty good. Although the last game I played, I got eliminated in the first round, and I got really. I was like, all right, I guess it's getting a little harder here, but it's really fun. I wish they had more stuff like that. Not everything battle royale needs to be a shooter.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
no, it
Like, is this your
doesn't.
Is this your first foray into Fall Guys? Because I mean, you're like a little late to the party, man. This is like
I
2
am
years
very
ago.
late to the party because it was on. Like at that time, I didn't have PlayStation Plus and I didn't pay for it. I was
Oh,
very
okay.
into Xbox. I'm still an Xbox guy through and through, really.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I don't have a Steam PC that'll run anything that higher than Hearthstone. So
Right.
there's that. But yeah, I'm way behind. But it just makes me have memories of remember 1 versus 100 on Xbox.
One, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Give me more stuff like that. I
How
want
long have
more,
how long have you been playing Fall Guys now?
2 weeks, a week,
Okay,
whatever.
yeah,
How long it's been out on
Yeah,
Xbox?
it's only been out for a week
exactly.
week or two. Yeah.
Give it a week and a half and you'll be done. That's about how
Yeah,
long it
yeah.
lasts. About 3
Yeah,
weeks, 3
it's
4 weeks,
not-
and you'll be bored.
Well, my kid
Yeah,
likes playing it, so
Right, but I'm
he
just
likes
saying
playing.
that's how hard I hit it. I was like, oh, this is so fun for like 3 weeks, and I was like, okay, I'm good.
But did
Well,
did you dive head first, like, and play it a ton? Because I'm only playing it like 3 or 4 at a time. I'm not like playing for hours.
Oh yeah, no, it was like 30 minutes, and that's all
But-
I could. That's all I have in me for that game.
Yeah.
But Ted, at the
Oh,
beginning,
thank
like that was like when you first that was when the game first came out, right?
It's yeah, but I've
Yeah.
also dabbled here and there. They've added so much season
That's
4.
what I was
going
saying.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Got a
Yeah,
whole bunch of
so-
levels.
yeah,
And as for me, I've been playing, some of that Shredder's Revenge. Speaking of which, I renewed my Game Pass. We need to come up with a schedule to try to play the game, y'all. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
tonight I have time.
you haven't done. All right. Well, we'll talk to you after show, and then
Yeah.
and then aside from that, I also downloaded another beat 'em up, Streets of Rage 4. I was
Oh,
a
yeah.
little.
That's on game. But have you played that yet?
Streets of Rage 4. Yeah. It's not on game. I downloaded it on my Switch, but yeah.
Okay.
Just,
Oh, on Switch. Ooh.
yeah.
It runs a little rough. It runs a little rough on Switch.
Isn't that another .emu game?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
it's really
they're
good.
like-
Really good.
They're reviving the whole genre by themselves.
Yeah.
No,
the-
Streets of Rage 4 is fantastic. I beat it like 4 times. If you want to
It's
play,
fun
let me
game.
know. Yeah, it's good.
It's amazing how like much they can like differ like brawlers. Like
Yeah.
Turtles and Streets of Rage just have a totally different feel to them, and I just
But
love
a,
good
gu-
brawler.
but a, gu- yeah, the different feel, but in a good way.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. No,
Yeah,
absolutely.
exactly.
I enjoy both those games. Like the last brawler I played before that was River City Girls too.
Oh, great game.
Yeah.
Great game.
And
Yeah. That's another
Great.
one I want to get. That's
great game, but like it relies like heavily on the upgrade system, and it's a very difficult game. Like if you're not playing with buddies, like it could be a very difficult game.
Solo
Yeah,
is
yeah.
impossible.
Streets of Rage and Turtles, like I could completely play by myself and have like a great time. But then at the
They
same
have so
time-
many difficulties levels in Streets of
Yeah.
Rage that you can kind of tune it, right? There's like 5, I
Yeah.
think.
Yes.
Turtles
4 or
only
5.
3, I think.
Yeah.
Turtles only 3, but yeah, there's like 4 or 5 in Streets of Rage. You can tune it, right? But yeah, River City Girls is definitely tough. Where like the normal is like, okay, I'm going to be having to do everything very, very methodical. Yeah, but no, you're right. They did make them feel like totally different each one, and in a good way. It's like having RPGs feel different. They did a good job. So
Yeah,
very good.
definitely. They did a great job with the game. So yeah, I was just like, I mean, I love the amount of turtles that they give us in Shredder's Revenge, but I was like, let me see what else these guys did. And, it'd been sitting on the back burner for a while, so I was just like, why not? With the whole beat 'em up thing. So Streets of Rage 4, heard nothing but good things about it. So dipped into
But this is your first foray into it. This is your first time playing it, though. That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's a very, very good game. Yeah, very fun. Well, all beat 'em ups I think are really good if you have two or more people playing.
Definitely, all beat 'em ups are basically fun for a little bit, at least an hour.
Yeah.
At least an hour.
I played Shredder's Revenge with 6 on stream.
Ooh,
Holy chaos!
Yeah. I was watching the stream for a while, and then it was just like, I was just like, I eventually dipped out. Sorry, man, but
it's fine, dude. It was absolutely just a wild mess. I couldn't even tell where I was. It's like, woohoo!
Yeah, button. It's hard to engage with your audience streaming that game if it's like 6 people.
I didn't even know what was happening. It was fun though.
It is fun.
Yeah.
And then last game I've been playing, I downloaded Electhead, which is that.
Which one?
Electhead. It's on Steam. It recently came to Switch also. It's a indie game, kind of similar to the Pedestrian, like a puzzle platformer. Not very long.
Oh,
It's
I think I know.
It's like the music's great. It's like 8-bit music, kind of like Mega Man meets a puzzle platformer, I guess you could say. It's pretty fun. I mean, if you have Steam, definitely check it out if you get a chance. It's
How do you spell it?
ELEC head.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now for the audience to.
Looks like Mega Man.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like Mega Man meets I Want to Be the Guy.
Yeah.
It's a Mega Man puzzle game. That's essentially what it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's literally. Yeah, you can take your head apart. Yeah, it's basically. Oh yeah, I heard about this.
It's a pretty good game. I mean, if you guys get a chance, definitely play it. Like I said, it's a little similar to the Pedestrian in terms of length. So
it's basically it's Mega Man meets I Want to Be the Guy, or VVVVVV.
Yeah, definitely.
Speaking of Mega Man, are we talking about Mega Man a little later?
Oh yeah, drop that knowledge, which is what they just announced yesterday.
Well, we're not gonna be. Well, we'll be talking about that in
later. Okay, we'll wait.
A few episodes.
Yeah.
We're trying to get to the stuff that we missed last week, so we're gonna start with let's see, Destiny 2. So Destiny, Bravo, Yovan, if you guys are listening, doing it live crew, I'm talking to you guys. Yes, they've been paying and getting money. It looks like they agreed to pay Bungie. Looks like Bungie, they agreed to pay $13.5 million in damages for a copyright infringement lawsuit. So I mean, they had to take care of that, and then on the other one, they sued a fan for some cheats, which was $7.6 million. So the copyright infringement, we'll read a little more about that. The company has agreed to a permanent injunction against the creation of any cheating software for Destiny 2 or any other Bungie game. As seen in court documents and a report from Torrent Freak, Bungie accused Canadian cheats company Elite Boss Tech of violating Destiny 2's user agreement with its software, as well as costing the developer exorbitant amounts of money in developing anti-cheat technology. All right. Do we really need this anti-cheat technology in 2022? I mean, come on now. Like,
yeah.
Have you ever played a first-person shooter online?
I hate to say that, but it is terrible. It's awful out there.
The only reason we need anti-cheat stuff is because of microtransactions. If a game doesn't have microtransaction or money, it doesn't need anti-cheat stuff. But the second you add that ecosystem and that monetary thing where people can exploit it, that's when you need to implement the anti-cheat stuff, which really sucks. They have the stuff that runs behind your CPU and all that kind of junk. But other than that, like, I don't think we should have it. But like, as soon as the microtransactions are involved in battle passes, you got to put that in there because people are going to cheat and you're going to cheat you out of your money. And so it's like, you really do.
That's the other aspect of the problem is like they're using these cheats to like get cosmetics because they want to look the part. They don't want to go through the effort. They don't want to go through the work.
Which is fine. I don't care about that. If it's just cosmetics, it's whatever. But if it's like actual game stuff, then it's like, but pay to win games.
People will cheat at anything.
Of course.
Not even in play to win games. They'll cheat and try playing an old Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what is it? What is it? Lag switches? I mean, I know people invest in that.
That's the old stuff. I mean, like you're talking about auto headshots. That's the big one. It's like auto tracking.
Oh yeah, I did.
Headshots.
I used to do that in 1.1, and when I played CS:GO, people would always just have like auto. You're like, what? How did you shoot me through the wall? Like what? Like
yeah.
It
kind of takes the fun out of the games. And...
It really takes the fun out of the games. Like it just ruins the experience. Because like I mean, soon as like if someone's gonna like, camp a spawn or whatever, or just like camp at a spawn point, and then like you're like taken out like immediately as soon as you get in, like every time. I mean, and they're like basically not gonna miss, because they have some type of auto aim. There's just no point in playing at that point.
Yeah, that's cheating. But hey, it's whatever. I don't personally care about cheaters, like unless it's like when it comes to.
Are you playing those kind of games though?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I play real-time strategy games, and then when people do cheating on that, it sucks. Like RTS games like Age of Empires, StarCraft, people cheat on that all the time. Like auto resources, all the things they can do for those things, which really sucks, But at the same time, it's like if you cheat, do your thing. Just hey, devs or mods, block them that way, figure them out, report them, and get them out. But I don't like the anti-cheat software on my device. That's the thing I hate.
Yeah. I mean, cheating is just we gotta just. I mean, it's just hard to play a game sometimes.
It's humans.
And, I mean, Finance and I, we played Destiny like from its beginning. We saw like a lot of cheating going on, a lot of mods, a lot of just
it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. And then just another thing, what do you guys think of Bungie suing a man for $7.6 million for fake Destiny 2 DMCA takedowns?
Well, was necessary.
That's crap, dude. See, that's what he deserves. See, I'm really pissed off at Nintendo for suing that guy into the dirt recently.
Oh yeah,
they really treated him like. I mean, honestly, Nintendo, you guys suck. Just a lot of time as a company, like you guys are really trash. But like that's vindictive. So he was trying to do BS there, So he deserves it. That's illegal what he was doing.
Yeah. This affected like the entire YouTube community. Like every like streamer, everyone was like everyone was like going after Bungie. They're like, why are all my videos like hundreds and thousands of hours of content was being taken down because this guy was doing like these fake DMCs.
Yeah, that's malicious intent. Like he deserves to be like that. That's different than than like a guy running a ROM site and just doing things. He was just being a dick. So screw him.
Yeah, rude. Like just Bungie's already had a tough enough time like with their games. Just for them to have that like people thinking that like Bungie's going after like the YouTube community or streamers and things like that like really ruins their image because they're the YouTubers and people that are influencers or whoever that are putting out content based on their games. It's a mutual beneficial aspect of all this, and they really support it. And so like for them just the
timing of the whole thing was real screwy because they just got bought out by Sony, and then a month later all this stuff was taken down, making it seem like slow down on this, but that's really not the case.
Yeah,
like, some Bungie's like,
it's just a dude. It's just a dude being a punk.
Yeah, that's all it was.
And the reason this lawsuit's so high is because that they're suing for max damages. It's precedent setting.
Right. Well, and I actually think in this situation they did probably lose money and time and energy dealing with this problem. Like,
well, yeah, they had to find the guy. It's been months.
Yeah,
and
they had to find him, and then they racked everything up. How many times he did it? Just multiplied.
Yeah, and then all the things that cost ad revenue too.
Yeah,
it costs it costs a lot of stuff, and it costs PR damages. Yeah, it's absolutely like this guy was a punk. Like good.
Good. Yeah, definitely.
He probably would have got away with it if it was like 1 or 2 videos, but he had to go hog wild.
Yeah,
well, I'm sure everyone gets away with it with one video, like 1 or 2 videos, even like 5. That's pushing it.
Well, it'd be believable at that point, but for the fact that it was like every popular like Destiny streamer, like all of a sudden, like all their videos are disappearing. It's like, whoa, what the heck? Like we've been doing this for 7 years, you know, and longer
Yeah.
at this point, you know, 10
Yeah,
years.
it's
And
more
it's
like, did you think they wouldn't notice?
Yeah.
All right.
And J-Man, before you dive into that next topic, I want to apologize to you know, the people listening out there that are chatting in. Our chat is not working right now, so we can see what you're typing in, and we appreciate it, but we are unable to respond to it at this time. So, yeah.
You mean via like our voices, or?
No, we can respond to it via our voices, but there's the chat that we could actually type into to respond to them.
Yeah.
We can't respond. Yeah, we can't respond to them. So
all right. Well, we'll definitely read your comments at the end of the show for whoever is chiming in. So, yeah, just keep on chiming in. But yeah, we do see your comments. So, definitely. So Tony Hawk, Pro Skater 1 and 2. You know, they got a good remake. Very well done. I still suck at the game, but hey, it's it's fun if you ever do want to, you know, just jump on the skateboard, try to think you're Tony Hawk or any other skater. But looks like 3 and 4 was planned, but they were abandoned after the Blizzard merger. Excuse me. Vicarious Visions. I guess Activision's one of their developers. They merged with Blizzard.
Hello?
Vicarious Visions.
Yeah, they merged them. They merged them into Activision.
Yeah, they merged them into Activision, and then the plant
making them the Call of Duty. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they just cut the plans to make the game just poof. I guess I don't know, up in smoke.
I mean Diablo. Excuse me, I said Call of Duty. I meant to say Diablo.
Yeah, we know what you meant. So I guess here's a quote. Maybe when all the dust settles, Activision and those guys can figure it out. What? I don't know. I don't get this. Like,
if you think that it's not going to happen, like Microsoft would love to redo that. Once it goes through, I don't think Microsoft is going to hesitate for a second to take these old IPs and bring them back to the forefront.
Yeah.
I mean, I do see it happening later rather than sooner at this point. We just got to wait for the merger to go through, and then
I mean, this is the last year that Call of Duty is going to be, you know, annual game. So it's going to be at least every 2 years after this point once Microsoft takes over. So I can very much see like Vicarious Visions being split back off. You know, there's been quite a few companies like that. You know, we saw Hello Bob, that happened to them. And then there was another one, and it seems like all the retro, all the like companies that like do like retro remakes and stuff are the ones that are being, you know, taken and folded into these bigger corporate companies or developers.
Yeah. I mean, well, we can only hope. I mean, the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 scored a 9 out of 10, you know, on IGN. So, I mean, it's only imaginable what they could do with 3 and 4. So, I mean, hopefully they put them together like they did 1 and 2. I mean, that would make the most sense, right? I think.
Yeah, and if they don't, it's a cash grab, and you know how I feel about cash grabs.
Oh God.
We definitely know.
Cash grabs.
Yeah. How do you feel about cash grabs?
I don't like them.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't like them. Even if it's something he really likes, he doesn't like them.
I'll go out of my way. I will wait for it to come on Game Pass. I have.
Hell yeah! Well, I do that anyway. Save cash, baby. I'm totally down for, unless it's the game I'm dying to play. I'm totally down waiting a year for it to come to Game Pass. That's shit. I'll save that money. Shoot.
All right.
Y'all ever heard of inflation?
Yes.
Supply chain.
Inflation. I mean,
I think in the supply chain. Yeah. So
I think inflation's going on with some games right now. So
going on buzzwords right now, just like inflation, supply chain, supply and demand, stock market, bonds,
I mean,
interest rates, housing market.
They tried to say at the beginning of the year that everything with all the games were going to be $70, and luckily we haven't hit that point yet. So
games not all of them. Expensive years ago. People forget
oh my
that.
God, we paid $89 for Sega Genesis games back in the day.
Yeah, N64 games were ridiculous back in the day.
Like, yeah, it was $89.99 at Toys R Us for some games, and that was in '93 money. You know, come on, that's like $125. Yeah.
You imagine paying $20 for a crappy Super Nintendo game? No.
That you could beat in 3 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we did.
Yeah,
Well,
we did it.
We did
Man.
that.
Yeah.
I
think the
never,
worst.
I
I
never
think the
did
worst.
any of that.
I think the worst ever was N64 paying like 65, almost $70 for GoldenEye. Oh man.
Oh no, dude, no. Before that, Genesis games cost $89.99. I'm telling you, like
Oh no,
I
I
remember.
believe. I
Yeah, I
believe
believe
you.
it too. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and you know,
Sure,
89.90.
racing
I
was
just
I have a
never
one.
Toys
paid
R
that.
Us. Yeah, I have a Toys R Us catalog. It showed like all these Genesis games, like $89.99, $79.99, $84.99 from Toys R Us during Christmas time. It's like,
There's a
you
reason
know,
why
like
that console's not around anymore. You guys mentioned a whole bunch of consoles that aren't necessarily around besides the Super Nintendo.
oh, the Genesis was huge and
Yeah.
it was awesome.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Moving on. Microsoft confirms Xbox controller shortages. Huh? All right.
Look,
Whatever,
I have to say,
whatever.
I'm sorry for this one. Some of it's got to be. I have like 9 Xbox controllers. I have so many,
Mark is the
and
issue.
Yeah,
I don't
Mark.
know.
Blame
I
him.
love X. You know
I
me.
have 4.
I love Xbox controllers. I have the 20th anniversary one. I have the new pink one that just came out.
I have a blue.
Um,
I have a blue, a black, camo, and a
I have
white
one
one.
myself.
I just got a
just
new one for my kid. I got controllers everywhere. If you want to have a 9-player game, come to my house. We can all play on one TV.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah. That'd be
they're,
nice.
they're having shortages except in the design lab. If you want to do a custom one, there's no shortage there.
Mhm.
Of course not.
No, of course not.
Because you pay
No,
money.
because they
It's
can jack
coming
up the
directly.
price.
Yeah, it's coming directly from Microsoft too. So, you know.
Yeah, so that definitely. Yeah, Xbox. They are having controller issues right now. I guess with the console shortages. I guess comes controller shortages. And I know PlayStation 2, they've been kind of in this wheelhouse as well because, with the PS5
PlayStation 2?
shortage. No, PlayStation 4, excuse me. PS4, not PlayStation 2. I mean, I think everything there is
messing
done. But yeah, apparently they've been experiencing issues there. I mean, they've had to put out more consoles than expected with the PS4, meaning they've had to make more controllers. So if you can't find a controller right now, I mean, I know one good place to find them is like the office stores, like Staples, Office
Yeah,
Depot.
I was actually looking for a new PS4.
You can actually find
controller.
PS4. Yeah, you can actually find like I'm not sure about PS4, but you can actually find like Xbox controllers at like these office stores because computer,
Yeah.
all that
they,
good
they
stuff.
work on a computer, so they count as a computer controller. It's
Yeah,
same
that's exactly what, because I sold my PS4 Pro a month ago or whatever. 'Cause I
Oh,
got
you
a
sold it.
PS5.
Oh, I
Yeah.
wanted it. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, I sold it for $250, man.
$250?
Yeah, so I was like, done. Yeah, so but again, it was a mint condition and I took good care of it, control. But like, so as I'm saying, so like I got that and I got a PS5, so it's like I basically got a PS5 for $250, so but I loved my PS4 controller for PC games. That's what I used it for, because I love the PS4 controller. It feels so good. And I don't want to take my PS5 controller in here on PC, so I was just like, eh. So I'm just looking for like that, because I have my Xbox controller for like Game Pass games or certain games. I have a couple of those, but I just really like the PS4 controller for PC games.
What about you, F? I know you've been kind of silent here on controllers. How's that PS4 controller treating you?
Yeah. I mean, I got 4 of them. They've been treating me right. I still have my original one, my first one. That black on
They
black.
last for a long time, and the battery's good on them. They're good controllers.
I wouldn't
I
say
mean,
the battery. Yeah, I guess they're okay.
Look at
Compared to the PS5 or the Xbox controller, are you kidding me? PS5
Xbox
lasts like
controller,
20
I
minutes.
can just change the battery whenever I want.
Exactly, battery.
Look at when my PlayStation controller is not in my hands and I'm not playing it, it's on the charger. So I've never had any issues.
Yeah,
And that's
I'm brain dead. I forget all the time. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I've had no problems with battery life. Those controllers are great. I am looking for another Xbox controller, just so like me and my wife have been playing Tetris a lot lately.
Tetris. Which
Yeah,
one?
so
Tetris.
that's actually one of the games I forgot about.
Tetris
I
Tetris
don't.
Effect? Is it the
It's
new
no,
one
it's
with
not-
shiny?
Effect.
Like,
No, it's not Tetris Effect. I know that one because I want to get that one for VR.
Okay.
So I'm gonna wait till I've been waiting to get that one, but
I just got a VR actually.
yeah, there's 1,000 Tetrises. I don't know which Tetris it is.
Okay.
It's the one on PlayStation 4.
Oh, okay.
one of them.
I
I think
think
that's
I
Tetris
got that
Effect.
one.
It's
No,
not
No,
the
no,
NES.
Tetris
no.
Effect is on it too, but this is another. There's like five Tetrises.
There's like a lot of
Okay.
Tetris games.
Okay.
It's not
So
like
this is like
the old NES Tetris was just like a huge thing now.
Yeah.
I
No,
love old school Tetris.
yeah,
Oh man.
this
That's like the old
Tetris
school
is
Tetris.
newer. Yeah.
I didn't know they had another Tetris on PS4 other than Effect.
Okay,
Yeah,
give
I
me
didn't
a
either.
couple minutes. I'm gonna find this Tetris.
All right. What do we got? We're running down the list. I got the list in front of us.
Is it like competitive? Are you playing against each other?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
trying to think of.
we play against each other. Yes.
It's Tetris 64. No, I'm just kidding. That was actually what the new Tetris. That was actually a pretty good Tetris game, though. I think it was the first one. Yeah, I think that was the first one to introduce like garbage and all that stuff, like competitive play. Yeah, that was a pretty good game. But yeah, actually, I think the best controllers out there, believe it or not, and I don't think this company gets enough credit for their controllers. The Nintendo Switch controllers. I don't know about the Joy-Cons because I hardly use those, but those Pro controllers, they last a long time.
I like my Pro controller. People don't like it. I like it.
Yeah,
You know
the
me,
Switch Pro
Keypad
controller.
is great.
I'm an Xbox fanboy. Those the most comfortable for me. But
Fail.
my Pro controller, and I don't really use it that much. It is a sweet piece of hardware.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoy it. It's heavy. It feels good. Xbox controllers, the offset sticks and the shiny flat smoothie buttons just.
And I'm the opposite. I like the offset stick. So it's a preference thing.
I've gotten
I
used
guess.
to the off. I've gotten used to offset.
Even sticks and flat buttons. That's what I like.
I also play inverted, so I know I'm weird.
Weird. Yeah, I don't know. I think I like the original like Super Nintendo, so I like the line sticks, not the offset.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
like the 8-bit dough. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
and
8-bit dough. Yeah,
good job.
8-bit dough. Yeah,
Autumn.
their those Pro controllers for an 8-bit dough are great too. You know, they do last a long time.
Yeah.
Great third party.
And then Autumn said Puyo Puyo Tetris is pretty fun.
Yeah, Puyo Puyo.
But the Tetris that I was talking about is called Tetris Ultimate.
Ultimate.
I
got Ultimate.
Yeah.
Ultimate's a good Tetris game. Definitely. So.
Oh, that's the Ubisoft Tetris one.
Yeah, the Ubisoft.
That's the Ubisoft joint.
Okay.
That's a pretty good one. Yeah, if you do have a PlayStation and you love Tetris, definitely get that one. If you're just looking for an old school kind of Tetris game. But if you have a Switch, Tetris 99, that's where it's at, baby.
99.
Awesome. Tetris 99.
Another battle royale. That's not a shooter. You know me. I like that.
Hey,
Yeah,
man, I've got my
like
10, 12 wins on Pac-Man 99, so I'm good.
That's the only one I haven't played is Pac-Man 99.
Oh, it's so almost good.
Yeah, I played it like once or twice. It's all right.
It's addicting as hell, dude. Like I played it when it first came out. I played it for like 3 months straight, and then I said I got 10 wins in it. And I was like, I'm good. But it's so good.
All right. So the next thing on this list, DICE has no plans to make any other games currently. They want to stick to those bad Battlefield games, I guess. I don't know why. I mean, 2042.
It's not their fault. It shouldn't have been released, but EA's gotta, they gotta do what they gotta do.
Yep. I mean, it comes down to crunch, and it's just like, hey, it's gonna be a bad game. It's gonna be a bad game. Just delay it. I mean, I know we all hate delays, but I mean, we all hate broken games even more. So,
yeah,
I mean,
there's way too much. There's way too much to play right now.
Right.
It's just, I mean,
not real Battlefield game they put out.
What was the last
Battlefield 5?
Real Battlefield?
Good Battlefield, maybe Battlefield 1
5
or 5 or 1. One
I mean,
of those.
just any other game in general. Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah, Battlefront 2.
Battlefront 2 is all right.
Yeah, you mean a shooter that EA put out, or just general EA games?
No, I mean just a DICE game that wasn't Battlefield. Really. That's almost all they do anyway. Like, I'm not surprised by this news.
Mirror's Edge? I don't know. Mirror's.
I love Mirror's Edge, but
yeah, I'm a fan of it too. But I'm not sure offhand. But it's just they keep on like the last two Battlefield.
They did a game called
games.
Ultra Core in 2019 between Battlefield 5 and 2042. Ultra Core. So basically, it goes Battlefield 2042 backwards, then Ultra Core, Battlefield 5, Battlefront, Battlefield 1, Mirror's Edge, Battlefront, Battlefield 4, 3, Medal of Honor, Battlefield.
I mean, they know what makes them money. They know
Oh,
what
they
EA
did. They did that crappy, that almost good Need for Speed Hot Pursuit remake.
It was good.
Yeah, it was almost good, but I'm a super huge fanboy of the original Need for Speed Hot Pursuit on PS1. Oh my god, I played
PS3.
probably close to 1,000 hours.
Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit.
Yes, Need for Speed
It was
3
the
Hot
original, but yeah, I think the 2010 one was better.
No, but no, not even close. But yeah.
All right, what were you saying, Finest? I know you got cut off with the.
Oh, I don't know. My mic cut out on me, so I'm not even sure anymore. I was focusing on fixing that, but yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah.
I was saying, what's it called? These last two Battlefield games just came out in like broken states, and like they're just like tarnishing like their reputation. Like no one's gonna want to pick up a Battlefield game like ever again. Just the way they keep on releasing these, and then like expecting like 3 years down the later that they're gonna like be able to patch everything, and then people are gonna want to be able like to come back and play these games. So I don't know. I just find it a little bit weird that they only want to concentrate on Battlefield when people just are not as happy with them right now.
I mean, it's just my concern is, isn't that what they're doing anyway? Like they're just giving us news that we already know.
I'm here.
I'm not expecting anything besides Battlefield from them. Maybe a Battlefield Battle Royale game. I'm surprised they haven't done it yet, but EA already has Apex for their Battle Royale money, so maybe that's why they haven't done it. I don't know. How much Battlefield do we need? Can we get something new? They won't do anything new or different. It's just the same.
Well, that's what they're saying in this article. They're like, we're doubling down on Battlefield. Like, and then they, earlier, what was it, like earlier this year or late last year, they were saying like, who'd they blame? They blamed someone for their game like not being not coming out in a great state. Like they didn't blame COVID. They didn't blame the developer. I don't know. They blamed someone else. And they were just like, oh
we
yeah,
talked about it.
We did talk about it. Yeah.
I don't remember why.
Yeah, but they blame someone else for like their game not being in a great state, and it's just like, really, like what's going on in this company right now?
They blamed Halo. They blamed the Halo Infinite drop a month early.
Yeah.
It's like if your game was better, people would want to play it, but you can't compete. It's a game that's free for everybody on Game Pass, really, and it's free for anybody on multiplayer. If nobody wants to play your game, you're the problem.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a few companies that like, are able to dig themselves out of a pit, but I don't feel like DICE is one of them, sadly. Like No Man's Sky, is done like a wonderful job like pulling, their game, but all their updates have been free. I don't think they're giving. I don't think DICE is going to be giving their game free updates, or if they do, it's going to be like 1 or 2, and then they're going to be like pay for everything else.
Right. I mean, that's an EA thing. EA wants their money.
Yeah, absolutely.
EA is greedy, like most other gaming companies out there, but we'll buy them because we love the games, right?
No, I won't buy them.
I won't buy them. That's what I've been doing. I'm speaking with my wallet.
Same. That's why I've deleted Blizzard games completely off my radar.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, hopefully they can get this whole Battlefront thing figured out. I mean, I know there is a Battlefield thing figured out. I know there is a big audience for them. I mean, some people prefer them over the Call of Duty games right now. I think in that aspect, I would have to say Call of Duty's winning. That's just me.
Oh, I mean, Warzone is still the biggest thing out there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Warzone. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. All right. So Gamescom, which is Gamescom, which is coming later this summer. Who's gonna be there? I know someone just recently confirmed they're gonna be there, but didn't Ubisoft or someone say they were gonna be there? I don't know, but we know who won't be there. Nintendo and now PlayStation is skipping out on it, and you got to think: is this really necessary if all these companies are skipping out? I mean, we already had Summer Game Fest. What are they going to do here at Gamescom that's going to be any different than
Well, Gamescom is more than just a show off. It's open to the public, so anybody can go.
Yeah.
So it's like the European E3.
Oh yeah. All right.
So
Yeah.
they kind of do. It's like the first time where a lot of regular general public people get to play these games. I don't think it's the first time Sony's dropped out. Nintendo, they don't care anymore. They do whatever the hell they're gonna do. So you know what? When this happens, it leads the way for other people to come in there and just own the whole week of news. And I don't know why they would just not show up at all.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, PlayStation's been dropping out of everything. Like they're like, we're only gonna do our own events, for the last 4 or 5 years now. Like even before the pandemic, they were already like
the PlayStation experience, and they even stopped that too. So it's
yeah, they stopped that like a couple years before the pandemic also. So
Yeah.
PlayStation's very much has been like, hey, we're gonna focus on do our own thing. Those showcases and events cost them so much money to be at, and then on top of that, like you have to have something to show. And companies aren't really doing like I don't know, they're not like really not like doing like not demos, like they're not really not cutting out a slice of the game like they used to. Like before, they used to do like a vertical slice out of games and like show that to you, but then when you play the game, that piece of the game is never actually in it. We really don't see that because it takes a lot of time and effort for them to create those like vertical slices like within games and stuff like that. But Nintendo's doing fine with their Nintendo Directs. Everyone hails the Nintendo Direct as like the greatest thing since sliced bread. And so with us coming out of the pandemic and everyone kind of understanding like how they want to like, or how they can do digital showcases and save a ton of money rather than going to events, I think it's still going to be quite a few years before we see a lot of these bigger companies attending events again.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, I would love to see a big event again. I mean, maybe not so much the long lines, but just
for E3, it wasn't really open to the public, so that's whatever. But Gamescom is like the big one open to the public, like Tokyo Game Show in a way, and it allows a lot of these little developers to get press that other companies can't. Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, everybody's gonna watch those big ones because they're big companies and they've got the time and resources to put in and get everybody out there. But these little guys, this is their only shot a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is understandable, but at the same time, when you have like the big dogs all pulling out, like I think it does affect attendance. It affects like the amount of people that are going to be able to like, or that want to go to these showcases and that are going to be able to experience and see these like more niche or indie games. So I think you still want some, some heavy hitters there, at least one to really showcase like, their game. So the small indie developers could be, of course, sought out after also.
Right, and I don't doubt it, but it gives you a chance to own a news cycle. You've seen the cycle in gaming. When there's a big event like this, they focus on it for a week, and if Sony doesn't show up and they don't have their own thing that's going on, then nobody's going to talk about Sony for a week. It's all about getting the news cycle flowing out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
absolutely. Let's see. Just another quick shout out to another person that just chatted in. Our chat's not working right now, but we do see your comments. So go ahead and write in and we will answer any questions you have at the end of the show.
We can answer verbally though.
We can.
Yeah, we'll answer verbally. Yeah.
Verbally at the end of the show.
Telepathically. So I'm sorry for my messages.
Yeah, I just don't want them to think they're ignored while we're plowing through news. So
yeah, definitely. All right.
We should plow through these next few stories. They're kind of blah.
I mean, they're kind of old too, but I mean, we're a week behind.
Yeah.
Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic 2. It can't be completed on the Switch due to
cool. It's a glitch. Whatever. It's a Switch. It sucks.
I don't know. Well, it's a developer, man. Like, how do you put out a game and make it unbeatable? That's
it's just a glitch.
That's ridiculous.
Because first of all, why is a Switch asking a developer to be able to put the game on it?
Wait, the Switch didn't ask a developer.
I'm not blaming the Switch here. That's on the developer, man. It's an old game. They didn't check. If they had to delay it, they had to delay it. No, that's not on the Switch.
No, but the thing is, how do you know? How do you know that that can't be completed necessarily? Like, there's. I don't know.
Came out and said it.
They
The
said
developer
it.
acknowledged it.
I know. I'm saying,
Yeah, they said it.
making games is hard. Making games is hard.
Yeah,
But the game was already made. They just had to port it.
they all they had to do was port it, but they just didn't make sure it worked.
Port it. Okay, you tell me how to write the C# code to port it to a different console. You tell me how to do it. Do you know how to code? Come on.
Yeah,
as a developer,
I
as a
can
computer
write it. It's
scientist
gonna take me a couple of years, but you know.
If they can port it to Android, they can port it to
as a machine learning engineer, you go write me a machine learning algorithm that ports it to different portability and say how easy that is. Come on, man. Like,
I'm not talking about how easy and hard it is to do a game. I'm saying that
they had to do was port it.
No, I'm saying the time that they spent making the game or porting the game, they should have done the proper QA testing like every other developer out there.
With what money during the pandemic, during things. See, I understand it's a thing that happens. It sucks. But again, if you're complaining right now that you want to play a 15-year-old game, came out in 2004 game on the Switch, there's a lot of other ways they try.
That's almost every game.
No, but I'm saying it's a 15-year-old game. You want to play it on the Switch?
I'm still defending the Switch. The Switch didn't ask for it. Nintendo didn't ask for it.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not on the Switch right now either. I'm just saying that the fact that this shouldn't be that much of a news story because it's like, okay, bummer.
It's just funny. It's just fun.
I just want to point out that it is a almost 20-year-old game.
It came out in 2004, right?
Yes.
2004,
it should be a
almost 20
little
years.
easier considering the fact that this game has
that's the opposite. It came out
everything. It's been ported to everything.
But that's the problem.
My refrigerator could probably play it.
That's the complete opposite thought process. Older games are actually harder to port than newer games.
Not if it's already been ported.
Yes, but it's been ported to PC and other consoles in containers. The Switch is a newer piece of hardware that doesn't have a lot of power, so it's a lot different. No.
But
older games, that's why old games, you can't just run them on your Windows 10. They don't work anymore because that's why GOG exists.
It's still bad business. If you know a game is broken, and
it is,
and you put it out, and you can't finish the game. These are your consumers. These are people supporting you as a developer.
Now the only thing is, I didn't read the story, so did they know before they put it out that it couldn't be beaten, or did they just find out?
It was a Twitter. It was on Twitter. I could pull it up real quick.
Did they know and then they actively demolished? Because that's malicious. But if they didn't, then
no one can say. But they should know through proper QA testing.
But that costs money and time. And so these smaller developers who they gave to port the device, because they're giving this game to port. The original studios aren't doing the ports. You don't understand that.
Yeah,
so these are smaller studios. So they have to use their 7-man team to work on this code from quote like 20 years ago to try to get it to a new device underpowered. And so they did as much QA as they can that they have the budget, because the team's like, hey, you have $200,000 to do this, to pay all 7 of you guys, get it done on this day. And so it's like, if they made a mistake, they made a mistake. So
regardless of that, I mean, if they put out the game and they're gonna have to fix it anyway, they should just
my whole thing is, you don't know if you didn't put the QA time, if you didn't have the time in. So like, if they did it and they knew it was broken, they put it out, that is bad. If it's just the thing, it can't be completed, then that is bad. Just like the original Ninja Turtles game, you can't play it, right? You get stuck on Donatello, you can't get through, like you can't beat it on.
Oh
yeah.
So there's certain things like.
It's like you're talking NES though. We're talking. This is the company that did this. The only thing they do is port.
Yes, exactly. Right,
they should be pretty good at porting if that's the only thing they do.
Yes, but porting is not easy.
I'm not saying it's bad. It's bad business, just regardless. Like if you cannot look it.
It's only bad business if they did it maliciously. If you made a mistake, you made a mistake. You didn't know, because like that's a thing that they couldn't have known. But
you should know. You should be able, if you're going to port something to something, if you're going to bring a someone else's game to a new system, you should at least you should be able to do is be able to make. You can play the game
or the developers or the publishers should pay the developers to QA the game enough to QA the game, because they pay them to develop. They don't pay them to QA. Developers are not QA. They're different entities. That's how game development. I worked in game development for years. That's what. No. QA departments are different than development departments. You develop the game. You don't QA. That. So you need a budget for QA. So just because you're developing the game and coding it doesn't mean you're QAing every level. You don't have time to do it. You're coding. So they need a QA department. So the publishers needs to be able to. So whoever published the game is the problem, not the develop, not the port house.
There's going to be different departments for everything. The fact is, they're all working on different things to bring one thing together. At the end,
exactly. So the publisher is at fault here. Yes, not the developer.
Publisher. Someone missed something, and the fact that you can't beat the game, that's a problem. I mean, if you're paying $40-$50 for this port from 15 years ago and can't beat the game, I ain't gonna care whose fault it is. That's a problem.
It's the publisher's fault.
Looking at this
and
article,
Nintendo's fault.
Looking at this article, they were reached out to multiple times about this game being broken. They ignored the replies from the community over and over until they were bombarded enough to where it says that they eventually answered, and then that they acknowledge that they know the game is broken after several weeks. Okay, so at some point they knew the game was broken. They tried to hide it, or they tried to just say nothing. But there was enough anger in the community that they finally said something because they had to. Bad business. I'm just saying, bad business.
That's bad business. Yeah, that is for sure.
Yeah. All right. That is pretty. Let's see. Next topic.
Just move it. Sweep that one under the rug. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Cutting you guys off.
My bad. Overwatch 2 will replace the original game at launch. So if you're playing Overwatch and you still want to play Overwatch, you gotta convert to Overwatch 2. It sounds like. Let's see. During a Reddit AMA, Overwatch 2 director Aaron Keller. Yeah. I guess here's a quote here.
Why are you calling it Overwatch 2?
Yeah, I mean, I guess Destiny to Destiny 2. I mean, you had to do the same thing, right? I mean,
but Destiny's still live. That's the thing. Like you have the option to if you have Destiny 1, you can still play Destiny 1 to this day, and you can still play online. You can still play on those servers, and you paid for that game. I mean, of course, servers are taken down every day, but this is the first where the second version of a game is coming out, and they're immediately like, "Hey, you can't play that original game." What original game?
You cut out again, Finance.
Again, but
when all right, I see a quote here. Let's see. When Overwatch 2 launches on October 4th, it will be a replacement for the current live service. So yeah, like Finance was saying, it's going to replace the whole service. So Overwatch will be unplayable, unlike Destiny, where you can still play it on the servers. So I mean, with that being said, are you guys outraged by this, or do you guys?
No,
no, not. I mean, I don't really play Overwatch.
I don't care. It's only because they have Overwatch League. That's the only reason. Let's be real here. They don't want to support the old one anymore, and they have so much invested in Overwatch League. They gotta get everybody playing the new one. So that's the only reason, really.
It just sucks for people that purchase that original game. You know, it's just like if you bought a physical edition,
money, they don't
that
care
edition
about you no more.
Yeah, no, they don't. Which is the reason why you shouldn't buy the second one, because the third one will come out in 5 years.
You should not buy anything from Blizzard right now. I've been boycotting them since 2018, since the China and Hong Kong stuff. So and I was a diehard Diablo player and Warcraft player. I'd be diehard, hours and thousands of hours. But I've deleted everything out there. And I just stayed away from it, even though I want to play Diablo 4, but I'm not going to play it until they get their stuff together, until Bobby Kotick leaves and all this stuff like that. No, I'm out. I'm not messing with any of that. So it's just another example of them just being tone deaf and being just a shitty company. So vote with your wallet.
Agreed.
Don't buy it.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. FromSoft is recruiting for several new projects. So let's see. The creators of Elden Ring and Dark Souls, developer FromSoft has today published a new recruitment website that invites candidates to apply for various candidates to apply for a variety of new positions at the studio. So it looks like FromSoft has a new project in the works, and see, FromSoft's next game is in the final stages of development. Let's see. So looks like we have a lot coming from FromSoft. I mean, let's see. Is it just, are you guys is this Mark? Is this something you're looking forward to with the new FromSoft game or?
Me, I'm not a From Software kind of guy.
I hate FromSoft games personally. I despise them. So
You didn't like Elden
Yeah,
Ring?
I don't play.
I am not.
Yes.
Yeah, not my cup of tea. I don't like Dark
Same.
Souls games.
Same.
Soulsborne, what they're calling them these days. I don't like
same.
the feel of the game.
Banging your
And
head
like
against the wall, the weird floatiness, just the heavy.
What's the parry system? I hate it. I can't stand it.
Yep.
Wow.
Don't do it.
Wow. All right. Well, I love FromSoft games, especially Armored Core. So
well, that's different. That's different. Armored Core is a different beast.
Okay.
Yeah, everything
Okay.
Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Elden Ring, all those.
Oh yeah. FromSoft. I mean, I
Armored Core,
Bloodborne I
though.
enjoyed.
On PS1. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then Armored Core was my jam. So and they said they were working on this game, and it's been, I don't know how long it's been. I think the PS3 was the last time that we've seen one. Yeah, so it's been quite some time. So excited to see, like, after all their experience and all their success in making those Soulsborne games, to see what they can come out with a mech game. Because those games were heavy on micromanagement of, like, make sure you're not overheating, and make sure these arms work with these legs and they work with this core. And it was really a game that got me into RPGs and numbers. And definitely not for everyone, but
that first Armored Core game on PlayStation, though, I played that so much. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, so good. So good.
Yeah, going against 9-Ball. The last boss.
I used to do and I used to just do like the versus mode with my sister, where you could just like you just basically build your own little mech before you play each other. We just run around the environment for 3 minutes, the timer, and then just stop and do it again over and over and over and shoot each other. It was just like fun. It's like these big open trees. You just like change the color of your mech for like 45 minutes, and then just play for 3 minutes, and then just do it again for 45 minutes, change your mech, and then run around for 3 minutes. And it's just like,
I absolutely love that. Yeah, the boost, like just having like different generators that allowed you like different boosts, like, and making like a lighter mech that could like fly forever was great.
That was in 2 when they invented that kind of stuff. That's when it got crazy. Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, enjoy the game regardless. And then it started to get in the PS3. It started to get like out there, and then
5 came out. I want to say like 2011, 2012, something like that. So and I haven't played Armored Core since like 3. But I would take another 6. I'd play with that.
Right here, there we go. We'll play together.
Absolutely. Just as long as it's not Bloodborne
you
or
won't
whatever.
play together. You'll customize your mech for 45 minutes.
Yep.
Play
Exactly.
For 3 minutes together.
That's fun too, though. That's
fun
though. Like, that's the whole point of it. Like, you can make your mech
if you're into that kind of thing, I guess. I'm not. I just want to play the game.
Well, like, you have games where you like to customize your character the way it looks like, or like the different things, right? There's certain things you like.
I can see what Mark is talking about.
I spend 5 minutes trying to make it look like me, and then I give up.
Well, no, I'm saying, but are there games where you like to customize things? There has to be. Like, everyone
for me, WWE 2K22.
Yeah, I see.
Wrestler.
Some like cars, some like.
I mean, even like NBA 2K, the 2K series, like you can make like custom courts and stuff. Like 2K, it's like it's so overwhelming what you can do with that game. I think I spent more time customizing stuff than actually playing. But that's playing the game. If you want to customize and stuff, that's okay.
Exactly. That's playing. Exactly. That's my point. Exactly. Yeah. Because there's a lot of games that
it's just not for me. It's not for me. I just want to play the actual game. I don't want to customize. Like, I don't want to spend hours customizing something.
But what if the game is customizing like a city builder or sand builder, like, or something, like, where you're doing stuff like
a roller coaster?
Roller coaster.
You know, like, exactly.
A city, like some city or something.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Kind of.
No, it is, because you're making your things your own.
But that's the main. Is that the main focus of the game, or is the main focus supposed to be the combat or the basketball or the sport or whatever?
Well, think about it. Some people who play Roller Coaster, people who play Roller Coaster Tycoon or whatever, they spend so much time making their part look great, like doing all the shrubbery and everything, then making cool roller coasters, right? Making it symmetrical and beautiful, right? Some people make the coolest, biggest roller coasters. Some people make the most immersive business sim where they have all like the employees and making money. So everyone has their own little customization thing. So, but yeah, I think for me, Armored Core, the game was cool. It was fun just blowing up mech stuff, but the customization of that game made it even more because it literally felt like you were building your own mech, like from the ground up. And that's what I was like, whoa, like I did that. Like I blew up that boss, not because I pushed X, but because I did all the steps to get to that thing. So when I pushed X, it blew his head off.
Yeah, there's missions and stuff.
Approach.
Yeah,
like a simpler approach.
There might be an auto build like feature or something like in this one.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, but you're never gonna go to GT just to race the cars ever. Play Forza, play Need for Speed. If you're playing GT, then you are going in there to adjust your tire pressure and adjust how your rim weight ratio to the outer to end. To adjust your suspension dynamics, adjust your Cadillac converter rate. That's what you're doing.
I just go in and download whatever gets me the challenge I need to do.
But that's what I'm saying. In Gran Turismo, that's what you're going to that game for, right? Yeah. But in Forza or Need for Speed, give me a race. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, let's race.
And Armored Core is you're going in there to like customize and enjoy all the deep RPG that like Finest likes and stuff like that for sure.
All right. Definitely. All right. Well, enough from FromSoft.
Yeah.
Last but not least, Sonic Origins. I guess the developer is very happy with the current state of the remastered collection.
You fans just don't understand. That's what they said.
Yeah. Here's a quote from the Twitter. This is frustrating. I won't lie, and I say that there weren't issues in what we gave Sega, but what is in Sonic Origins is also not what we turned in. Integration introduced some wild bugs that conventional logic would have one believe were our responsibility. A lot of them aren't. And this is the company that worked on Sonic Mania. So I mean,
Christian Whitehead.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it was him himself, but it is the company.
Well, that's his company. So.
Yeah, but yeah, they worked on Sonic Mania. So yeah, they helped put this game together. Well, somewhat. I guess what they turned into Sega wasn't used or something. So in that regard, looks like from what I've been reading, it's really only like the Sonic 3 stuff that didn't come out as planned as they would have liked. I know with Sonic 3, I know some of the music had to be changed because of the urban legend Michael Jackson produced music for the game, which was officially been confirmed.
Oh, they walked that back.
Oh, they walked.
They said Michael Jackson did not help out with music on this game.
I mean, we all know it's true, but yeah, that was another Twitter story for another time. But I mean, what are you guys' thoughts on them just stating to the public that this isn't the game that they wanted fans to see? Do you think it could have been? Do you think it's fine? I mean, from what I've seen, it looks fine to me.
The game comes out.
I mean, the game's out already, so I mean, I've read reviews. Reviews, they're pretty good.
Oh, is it out? I thought it came out soon.
Sonic Origins. Sonic Origins is out. Not to be
last week.
Yeah, that's because I remember seeing the trailer and it said it's like empty and weird and stuff like that.
That's
Frontiers. That's Frontiers.
This is the collections thing. Yeah, the collections. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Sorry.
Overpriced collection.
Yeah, I think it's completely unnecessary, but.
Yeah. No. That's pretty horrible. And this is actually like what you're speaking to earlier, Ted. Just the developer creating a game and then the publisher, it being Sega this time, changing the game on the back end to suit their ends, and kind of destroying the developer's vision for the remake.
Yeah,
Christian Whitehead is awesome. Like, and then Headcanon, his studio, it's great. Like, I love what he does. What he did with Sonic Mania was absolutely mind blowing. And this guy is so talented, and he's like eating him. It's eating up at him because he cares so much, right? And so if they did, like you said, find a second to step in behind and be like, oh, play the old bait and switch with him, and like kind of monetize some things or cut a couple things out at the last second. He's like, "Yo, fool, like what?"
And for what? Why did it have to release now? What's the significance? It could have been released at any time.
No, it does. Movies, the movie just came out. They wanted to try to get as close to the movie release as possible. That's what they were trying to get.
No,
and
it
so
came out in February. It's been months.
I know, but it just got released on streaming in November and stuff like that. And so they're trying to coincide with release, and they're trying to build another brand because they have other things going. If you look at like in companies, they have a big marketing timeline where they have like algorithms that look at the best ROI and like graphs. Like if you release here, you'll get this percentage. So like this was the time that they had to release it, and it was probably too early or too late or cut features, so it just worked on. They crunch some numbers and they're like, oh, put it there, even though it made no sense.
My kid loves the Sonic movies. Okay.
Yeah.
1 and 2. He has no interest in playing the games.
Of course not. Of course
zero.
not. Sonic is a movie star. He's not a video game character.
Well, Sonic is bigger than he ever was now that he's a movie star. I mean, let's be real about this.
I mean, watched more of the Sonic movies than I have played of the Sonic games in the last
recently. Of course. I'm gonna watch 2. I haven't watched 2 yet. I'm gonna watch it soon.
2 is good. 2, it's funny.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
It's enjoyable. It's corny, but
yeah, it's what you expect.
Right.
Yeah.
It's natural. Like when you have like these games that are like actually like relatively good games and they're around long enough, they're multi-generational. Like I love Sonic. Justin loves Sonic. You guys, probably love Sonic. I don't know, but like then you like push that nostalgia onto your kids and they share it with their friends, and then all of a sudden, everyone's watching Sonic movies as a big happy family. So
yeah. Like
I
the
have
neighbors
been
across the
trying
street.
to push my nostalgia for years on my kid, and it just does not work. It just not. Let me just tell you, okay? I would love to push some things on him. He's like, whatever. I'm gonna play Rec Room and Roblox.
What console did your child start with?
Xbox.
Okay, that's probably why then. I mean, I don't know. Like
I find it as a plan.
Yeah, my son's getting like all these retro consoles behind me. Like he's getting like my Nintendo, my Super Nintendo, and that's all he's gonna have initially. So, and then after that, he can graduate to other consoles.
Here's a good way to play Sonic Origins.
Retro Arch.
It's been released already.
Whoops.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Well, I would say the only thing that you can do in this collection, I guess, if you care, I know they did this for like the Android version of the original Sonic the Hedgehog. You can play as Tails and Knuckles.
That's cool. There's some cool things.
That's cool. I mean, and then you can also do the spin move in the first Sonic game. You couldn't do that in the first game. I don't think a lot of people remember that now, but you couldn't. But you can do that now. So they made some changes. At least for the first game, I'll give them that much.
And the second game, yeah. So because you can play Knuckles in 2, which Knuckles didn't show up until 3 or 4. So
so
and put 3 in Knuckles.
You could put the Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah, it had that backwards compatibility with Sonic 2, but the first game though.
Sega was smart. They let you do it 30 years ago. Now they're gonna charge me for it again.
Yeah, I think honestly, for a preservation type thing, it's cool, but $40, I'm like, I mean, if this game came out in 1999, sure. Like,
I mean, I think the only gripe I have on it is they could have just added some more games. They could have given us like Sonic Spinball or Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine,
or
even Sonic 3D Blast. I mean, they could have given us like a couple more games.
Sonic CD, Sonic
CD's,
Adventure 2.
Sonic CD's on there.
Just throw it in. They've already done it. Just throw it in.
Listen. You guys don't get it though. What's the name of this collection?
Origins.
Sonic Origins.
The next one's gonna be but listen, the next one is gonna be Sonic
3D
Next Generation, or it's gonna be like Sonic Next Phase. And it's gonna have Sonic CD, Sonic Spinball, Sonic 3D Blast.
They did the same thing with the GameCube. Do you remember that?
Yeah, Sonic Generation. And then the next one's gonna be like Sonic, the third one, Sonic Adventure, Sonic Generation, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Forces,
Oh yeah, they're going to try to get as much money from you as possible. And my problem isn't the price.
Nobody wants.
And my problem isn't the amount of games that they have on this, because it's optional to buy. You don't have to go and buy it. And all these games have been so many other places. My problem is them delisting all the other games that were available in the collection prior to them releasing the collection.
That's the thing.
That is the shitty part about this. It's like,
I think it'd be easy to buy for some people if they didn't do that.
Why are we surprised? It happens all the time. Like that's my thing. Is it's like, we know this happens. We know it's bad. It's like, why are we surprised? So I'm just like, whatever. Just don't buy it. Like, honestly, like if you have a copy of the game, which I'm sure you do, use RetroArch to preserve it and to back it up.
Well, I mean, that is an option. That is a solution. I mean, not everyone's solution.
I do have many copies of those games, like literally right.
Yeah,
it's in the drawer over there.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, there are plenty of ways to still play these games. All right. With that being said, that's going to do it for the gaming news callouts. We're going to get into our main discussion. We know the year's half over. Finance definitely, he put together the outline, so I think he chose a great discussion topic. Best reviewed games and what we think should be the game of the year so far, and what games we think shouldn't be game of the year or that we think got rated a little too high. So, I mean, I know you guys probably did a little bit of looking at some of the games that have come out so far. I can go ahead and start. I'll start with what I think should have been rated lower. I'll throw one game out there. Gran Turismo 7. I think that was rated a little too high.
What was it rated?
I think it got a 9 out of 10 on
Oh, well, the microtransactions now go down to a 6 automatically.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's just the initial review. Yeah.
No, because you had to pay like thousands of dollars literally for a car. Like this.
We talked about it back in April when it came out. So, I mean, that's a game I feel that definitely should be knocked down. I don't think it's worth a 9 now. I mean, even with them fixing everything. Any games out there that you think that's on the list that was rated too high that should be knocked down from its initial score? Looks like we only went with games that were rated 8 or higher.
Oh, I'm surprised. Like you guys mentioned Bloodborne. Right? There's Metacritic and IGN on the outline, but yeah, I mean, you guys kind of knocked on Bloodborne. I'm actually shocked. So did anyone else play that? Because I'm actually. I put it to the side right now because I don't have the time for it. But
did you mean Elden Ring?
Elden Ring.
Yeah, I'm confused. Bloodborne. That's like 5-year-old game.
What? Yeah, I said Bloodborne like 5 times. I mean Elden.
Get that baby brain going.
No, absolutely. Elden Ring should be a 10. Elden Ring should be a 10. Like, with
I'm not the biggest. I mean, I tried it. It wasn't for me, but I mean,
it's a 10.
It's a 10. I mean, I think it's a good game. Just because I suck at it, I'm not gonna let my bias get in front of it.
With the amount of stuff I keep watching that I see in it, with the amount of just love and reception I see for it, with the amount of support they're doing for it and continued updates, with just the vast replayability and different, it's a 10. Like it is. It's defining this generation and it's single player. There's no microtransactions. It's just a big ass good game. It's perfect. Like that should be that honestly at this point should be game of the year until God of War comes out.
If it comes out this year.
If it comes out,
I'm pretty sure.
Wasn't Sony supposed to release a date for it this week?
I think it's November-ish. Yeah.
I already gave a date. November 2022.
Yeah, November. Yeah.
No, 11th.
11.
Yeah, they're gonna take that Starfield day. That's what we think is going to happen. I think it's going to come out in October.
The Skyrim 11/11/11 day.
Yep.
And then another game that I think got rated a little too high. This one got an 8. And yeah, I am going to call this game out. Mario Strikers Battle League. There is not enough to do in that game. That it got an 8. I think it should be at least a 6. At most a 6. It just wasn't enough to do in the game. I feel they didn't put as much in what you could do in the GameCube version. I mean, unless they're going to do it later. But I'm not saying go in like super complete, but like you got to give us more than than that, man. I mean that's what I'm saying. So you guys have heard enough from me. Any games out there
I think Tunic should be dropped down to about an 8. I played a lot of Tunic. It was really cool concepts, but the combat alone just drops it down. Like it's like Fez. It's like 3D Fez. It's really, really cool. It's the page. I played probably 23 hours, almost beat it, got pretty close. I was like, probably 80% done. I just couldn't finish it, man. Like, and then you can drop it down just to like God mode where you can just be like invincible, so you can just go through the game. But that's kind of a knock on it, I think. The fact that most people like did that. But it's very, very good. But a 9 is pushing it, but that's getting nitty gritty. It was a great game. It was fun while I played it, but I just don't think a 9 is there. But like an 8.5, sure, yeah, but it doesn't get to that 9 tier for me, even though it's pretty darn good, fun thing to do.
I think it's one of those things where there's just not a lot of stuff releasing right now, so yeah, it's a 9 right now, but compared to other things, it might not be really.
Yeah, no, I can say that because I put in like 25 hours into it, and it was just like, maybe yeah, just over 20. I know that. I know it was over 20, but it's just like it was really good. It kept me going long enough until it didn't. Until I just hit the wall. I was like, okay, I can't deal with this combat anymore. Like it just doesn't feel good. I just can't. Like I just kind of let it pass because the game was like intriguing and everything. But once you get down to like where it's sprawling, you're starting to figure out all the puzzles. Now you have to find like the few puzzles, right? Because I found all the crazy puzzles. I'm getting a little closer and closer and closer and closer and closer to like the end point where, okay, now I have an actual goal. I know how to get to the second like space-time continuum thing that you're doing in there. I don't want spoilers. Then it's like, okay, I have to do this. And then I have to actually engage with the combat and actually do the system. Then it's like, oh, now I'm not just exploring anymore. I'm doing the game, which is, I was like, all right, I'm good. Look up the ending. Cool. That was great. So, but yeah.
I haven't played enough of everything that's come out this year to really give any comments on Game of the Year or anything like that. So I'm just waiting on a lot of things that are coming out. I've only really been playing a couple games that either are sports games, and I'm not going to say a sports game is Game of the Year.
Yeah, like what sports games?
Like the stuff that comes out last year.
Oh.
I've been playing MLB The Show. I love baseball.
Oh, Hey, the show, that's awesome. It was on Xbox this year. That's great. I mean, that's like it's
even on the Switch this year. It's even
seeing the show on other consoles. Just still to this day, I'm like, huh?
Yeah, and then
it's a bit wild. And MLB loves putting it on Game Pass because they make a ton of money in microtransactions.
On the on their Ultimate Team thing, yeah, huh?
Yeah, and also
that's all I play, but I never spend a dime. I don't spend nothing.
Yeah, why not? You don't need to. You play a lot.
Yeah, and also with the show is just RBI Baseball is taking a hit in sales now because that was pretty much that was pretty much the other choice for the other consoles. RBI Baseball, if you wanted a good baseball.
I will say, sleeper game coming out, and I didn't even realize it was coming. It comes out in 2 weeks, but Power Wash Simulator is coming to Xbox. I didn't even
Power Wash Simulator. It is.
Power Wash Simulator is coming to Xbox.
You and your simulator games, and then I know you have. I know you
really like Power Wash Simulator.
And we were just talking about all the customization and stuff, and that's the same thing. That's basically slow motion customization.
Not really. It's just cleaning. It's just so relaxing.
But you need to change your nozzle and then like and then clean it because you're cleaning in the direct. Or it's the same thing, dude.
Not really.
It's the same thing. It's taking the same weird thing.
Like. I hate myself that I like that game, you know?
Right. No, but it's Zen, right? Like you're just like, oh, this is fun, right? Zen. That's the same thing. That's like when Finance and I putting together our mechs, we're like, oh yeah.
I don't know if I put my mech together like that, but
I do. And I need after almost I'm like, oh.
And there's another game called the Quarry.
Quarry.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, it wasn't on this list, but I hear it is pretty good. I might actually get it on the cheap later on.
Yeah, I hear about that.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to go on sale. I love that kind of interactive drama that they've been doing, like Until Dawn. Really love that game. I'm very enthused with it. I like that kind of style of game, but again, I don't really think it's one of those Game of the Year types, but I will play it and I will probably enjoy it.
I'm gonna take one from our chat. Autumn says The Evil Dead is a surprisingly good one, but it might be a little bit overrated. So probably knock that one down a couple points. And Evil Dead, if you guys haven't seen it, it's like the Predator that came out earlier. No, it's not the Predator. The most recent one. It's 4v1.
Yeah, asymmetric multiplayer.
Asymmetric.
It's like
asymmetric means not symmetrical. So like one versus people. So it's like
Oh
you know,
yeah,
like
yeah, I know.
Dead by
Yeah.
Daylight,
Okay.
Dead by Daylight, or
Dusk Till Dawn, right?
or Evolve, or all those different
Okay.
games. Yeah, like asymmetric multiplayer where there's
like
one
that. I
person
can't remember the name
versus.
of the game.
Or Resident Evil 3 does the same thing. There's like
Got you. Okay.
yeah, Dead by
Yeah.
Daylight.
Yeah.
Yeah, where there's like the murderer and like the murderer's chasing after the people. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Then they also did
multiplayer.
the Jason game.
Yeah,
it was the
Dead
same
by
thing.
Daylight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not into that kind of thing.
Have you guys played Neon White yet? I keep hearing
Neon
such good
White.
things about that. I have it downloaded.
Oh.
I haven't played it yet.
I have
Everyone's
not
just,
played
like,
it.
gushing about it.
I
I
just
know
talked
it just came for Switch, and then I know it's on PC. I think Matt was on trying to play it.
Right, if
Everybody
you've been
is,
in the
like,
Discord,
gushing.
you would have seen it being talked about in the last week.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
no,
Matt's been
sorry guys.
raving on it.
It's good, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
we haven't played it.
I
Yeah.
haven't played it.
Matt was talking about it. Okay.
Yeah, Matt,
Yeah.
I know what's on about it, so I think he's gonna play it. Oh yeah, by the way,
I have it downloaded. I just haven't.
oh by the way, since I know you've been MIA with the Discord, Matt got a Switch, Ted.
Oh, great, good for him.
Yeah,
honestly, no, it's perfect right now because then he can play the 5 games on it. You can play Odyssey, you can play Zelda, you can play Mario Kart, and then a couple of the games here and there. Maybe if he wants to
Metroid
play
Dread,
Metroid, yeah, he can play
Metroid Dread's a great game.
Yeah, and that's about it.
Well, he got one. I know he was doing some traveling, so he
play all the weird indie games on it too. Okay, plenty of those.
But there's way other ways to do that. I mean, I like saying basically for me, like I played Mario Maker. You can play with that, but they're not supporting it anymore. Mario Maker's good. You can play that on it. You can play Rabbids. It's okay.
Yeah, the new Rabbids game's coming out later this year, and then the Kirby game's good.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 7 you can play on there, which is good.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, it's just all right. So
X and X2.
Shifting the conversation, what games are on this list, or any other games y'all can think of, is in the Game of the Year conversation or something that you would like to see get nominated that you probably won't think will get nominated? Anything or?
Elden Ring is definitely going to be nominated.
Yeah, that's going to win everything.
Win everything. Lego Star Wars could be on top of a lot.
I have that in my wish list right now on the Steam Summer Sale.
I just wanted to go cheap. I just wanted to go cheaper.
Just because of the sheer amount of content, the insane amount of content in it.
It's a long game too.
I have it in here. It's $37.90. If it was no joke, if it was $25, I'd have been bought it. But I'm just like 37. That's like, oh, it's $12. That's a sandwich.
Yeah.
But no, I'll probably buy it because again, I've already spent a bunch on the Steam Summer Sale on games I'm never gonna play.
All right, Finest, Horizon Forbidden West.
Oh,
underrated.
You think it's underrated?
Underrated, yeah. That game.
What did it get? 8.9s?
It got mostly 8s.
Okay.
Maybe some 8.5s.
IGN give it a 9.
Well, like I said, mostly 8s, but
okay.
But no,
overshadowed by Elden Ring.
It got Breath of the Wild all over again. Like when it came out, when Breath of the Wild came out, like everyone was like, "Oh, like Breath of the Wild,"
and then Wild's amazing, yeah.
And then same thing happened with Elden Ring, but but Horizon was just amazing. And the fact is, like everyone else played it, like everyone that reviewed it, at least all the reviews that I read from like every major news outlet, they all played it on PS5. I'm one of the few people that I felt like played it on PS4, and it was absolutely amazing on PS4. I can't believe they were able to cram everything that and make an equivalent version to the PS5 version for the PS4. The graphics were just incredible. And the gameplay, they improved upon everything.
I loved the first one so much. One of my top games of probably the late 2015s, that 5-year gap, 2015 to 2020, definitely one of my top games. So I haven't got Forbidden West yet because I just got my PS5 in April. So I'm just kind of catching up on everything now. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it. I'm just gonna go through all of the games on the Premium Plus first before I just drop the 60, because I have, no joke, thousands of games that I haven't played yet. So
of course,
thousands of games.
No joke, you should see my Steam library. It's pretty stupid. Like,
And you're still buying stuff that's on sale, aren't you? Yeah, I know that type.
That's everyone on
Yep.
Steam. Yeah,
Yep. Well, that's what I said. But the thing is too, for like those roller coaster games, I was gonna buy them. I had like an inkling to play them. I was gonna stream them in February, and I was like, they went in the back of my head. Then the end of April, I was like, I want these games so bad. I'm just having an itch to play them. Nostalgia. And I was like, you know what? Steam summer sale's coming. So I actually waited 2.5 months, and I was like, you know what? And sure enough, boom, they dropped down. I saved $27 on them. I'm like, okay, cool. And for $6, I get those 2 games. I'm like, that's fine. Even if I play them for 10 hours each, that's worth it. You go to a movie, so.
Let's see. Okay, so it looks like we have something going on. So we're actually going
About that time.
we're going to go ahead and finish up this show. So we had something actually happen. So we're going to go ahead and.
Or you could do the release rundown. Just run through it quick.
Yeah, real quick.
Of course. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the release rundown. And
I'm looking forward to Cuphead.
Let's see.
You're
forward to
a
that
Cuphead
DLC.
guy? I love Cuphead. I've been
Dude,
waiting
hey,
years.
do you want to play together? You want to play multiplayer on
Maybe.
that? 2 players? I'm down.
One of my most proud achievements is from the first Cuphead. I beat one of the final 2 bosses without taking damage. I don't know how I did it. I was in the zone one day.
Yeah, one of my things is like my genres I play a lot are I'm excellent at RTS games. I was a pro at RTS games. I like third-person action games, like Metal Gear and God of War, Spider-Man, all those type of games. And I'm really good at platformers. And so like Cuphead is just like my cup of tea. So I was like, oh yeah, this is good.
Is that pun intended?
Yep.
Yes.
Wait, I was waiting for you.
Yeah. So Cuphead, when's that DLC coming out?
Tomorrow.
Today.
Tomorrow?
No, 30th. You're right.
No.
Tomorrow. The 30th. Yeah. Yep. Tomorrow. I thought it was today. Yep. Tomorrow.
Okay.
And it's free, right? It's just added to it, correct?
No, free. Are you kidding me? No.
It's not on Game Pass?
No, I have Cuphead on PC. I think I looked at it. It was just on my thing. I said on there. It just releases tomorrow.
No, I think it's like $8.
Oh.
Okay. It's not bad.
Well, that's nothing.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
No, I'm definitely gonna buy that. But no, if you want to play that for sure, I'm down. But yeah, so Cuphead, you mentioned Finest.
I gotta give it because it's one of those.
Oh god, dude, we got to start the game over. We'll just play through it over.
It's so hard.
There's no way just to jump in. No,
That's
there's no way just to jump into that game. You have to get your legs back under you. Period.
Yeah.
It's like not working out for whatever. Let me just go run a marathon. No, fail.
Not happening.
No, absolutely not. So, all right, what you got for us, Finest?
I don't know. Was there any last game of the year things that you guys wanted to talk about before we do the release rundown?
Oh no, I was just hanging out for the rundown.
I was just
all right.
Yeah, I'm just waiting, and I don't know something's gonna come out and surprise everybody. That's my prediction.
Yeah,
you
of course. So?
There's gonna be one silly game that it's been looking okay, and then it's gonna come out, and everybody's gonna be like, "Have you played this? You should play this
neon.
Right
that's
now.
neon white right now. All I hear is neon white.
That's neon white right now, but in 6 months.
Oh yeah, there'll be a couple more of those for sure. No, I agree. I think maybe even Stray will be good. Like I'm looking forward to Stray.
What do you guys think about?
It's the ready. I can hear it.
Yep.
Yeah, the Crusader got reviewed extremely well too, and that's like a strategy type of game.
Okay.
Very much like Command and Conquer, Age of Empires type of strategy game. Yeah.
The Crusader? That's. Let me look. Is it on Steam? Obviously it's on PC.
I believe. Yeah, on
the
Steam,
Crusader.
Directly. Crusader 3. I'm not quite sure.
Oh, Crusader Kings 3. Oh yeah, no, that's been out for a little while. Yeah, I played it. I have that. It's okay. It's good.
Yeah, and so I think games like that, like Neon White, Ninja Turtles, Ollie World, I felt like are all going to kind of just get buried. Like even though they're I think they're great games. Like I don't think they're going to be like Game of the Year contenders. I think it's going to really just fall on your Call of Duties and your
God of War.
God of War.
That's what I'm waiting for. I replayed God of War this year on PC. It was phenomenal.
The only Soulsborne game I like is the God of War.
That's not a Soulsborne.
Yeah,
God of War is not a Soulsborne.
Not at all. Not even close.
They changed the combat to be more Soulsborne Bloodborne.
No, absolutely not. No, it's so much more active, and there's no bonfire equivalent. No, it's not.
So Soulsborns are like created, like they were like a genre based on their difficulty and the fact like once you die, you lose everything.
You lose
And
everything.
that's what a Soulsborne game is. God of War is just an action adventure game with puzzles and stuff like that.
It's an
I
action
like
RPG.
anything that adds like the parrying and all that kind of stuff.
There's always parrying.
No,
I never needed the parry in the old ones. In the new ones, if you didn't do it,
have you ever played Soul Calibur?
I don't like Soul Calibur.
Okay, but I'm saying, but there's a parry. Dude, you play Cuphead. If you don't parry, you lose.
I hate parrying. I just want to hit. Okay, I don't want to take the time.
Well, then you should
go play Ninja Turtles.
Then you should play Sekiro.
I was playing with it. I don't like.
You should play Sekiro because Sekiro is one of the only Souls ones that you have to attack. And if you play too defensive in Sekiro, you die. In all the other Soulsborne games and Bloodborne and Dark Souls, you have to parry and wait.
I know it's not a true Soulsborne game, but it definitely borrows heavily from it.
God, no, I'm disagreeing on that one. Yeah,
nope. Sorry.
On that note, we're gonna parry into the release rundown. So here we go, my friends.
That was A plus right there.
Thank you. I haven't done this for a while, but that was my one good note for this episode.
That's a great note.
Let's see. Disgaea complete, or Disgaea 6 complete. PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, PC coming out June 28th. Let's see. I'm just gonna since I'm kind of running all ins. Are you guys gonna play this one?
No.
I was thinking about it. Actually, I'm playing I have Disgaea 3 installed on my 3DS right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
nice. I've always thought about. I bought number 4 on my PS3. I played like 20 hours, but the game is just so long. There's so much to do. I was like, I got to drop this.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So for our next game, we have DNF Duel, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, PC, coming out June 28th. Anyone gonna thinking about jumping into that one right there? It's a fighting game. If you guys haven't seen it,
I had no idea. I saw it's an Arc System Works game, and I'm like, I know it's a fighting game now, but no, I don't. No, that's not really.
Yeah, no fighting game. No, I'm good.
Okay, perfect. Well, let's see if this next one, speaks to you guys. Let's see. The next game is Escape Academy on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, coming out June 28th.
What is it?
Actually, I believe it got pushed back.
Oh, did it? Okay.
I think it did. It is going to be day one Game Pass, July 14th.
Oh, well then there you go.
I will play it. It's a co-op escape room game that you can play with friends. So
then, dude, let's play. I'd play that with you. I have Game Pass.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah,
dude, hit me up. Let's do that for sure. I'm down. I'm always down for a fun co-op experience.
I feel like they've tried to do escape rooms before and it's never been done well. So that'd be kind of interesting. Yeah.
If this was in VR, that'd be cool.
I can definitely see that happening in escape rooms in VR for sure.
That would be kind of cool.
Some VR ones, but nothing like.
Right, but I'm saying if this was pretty cool and was in VR, I could see that being something that'd be awesome.
Yeah, same here. I don't think this one's in VR though.
No, it's not.
Yeah. All right, and then for our next game, Phobia Saint Difna Hotel. I don't know. PS5
horror game.
Nah, I'm good.
Xbox Series X and S, PS4, Xbox One, PC, June 28th. June 28th had quite a bit.
That's today or yesterday.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I totally didn't switch that over. So anyway, there that goes. Little Noah, Scion of Paradise, and that is coming on PlayStation 4, Switch, and PC. This game was tough to find. I couldn't even find a screenshot for this game, so that just may speak to the I don't know. Kind of
the reviews on Steam so far are okay. They're pretty good, but I don't know. It's a roguelike game, so there you go.
I don't do roguelikes. Oof.
I do, but I don't know. I haven't even seen anything about this game, so I might have to check it out after.
It sounds like I don't like a lot of games. There's only 3 genres that I just don't really engage with. It's just I don't like roguelikes. I don't like FromSoftware, and I don't really do horror, but I play everything else. Like everything else, I'm
I
good
don't
on.
do real time strategy. So
Okay, yeah, see that's I love real time strategy, but that's the thing. But I'll play everything else. I just roguelites. I don't like the repetitive loop. I don't like losing all my stuff. I don't like banging my head against the same thing. I like
Yeah.
a story, a linear progression, or
You
like an
never
open world.
did you ever try Dead Cells? I know we talked about it a long time ago.
I did. I put like 20 hours in on the Switch. I just couldn't do it. Again,
You
it's
couldn't do it?
roguelike. I
Okay.
tried.
Okay.
Hades is really the only one. Dead Cells are the only two roguelites I
Yeah.
like.
I think I'm gonna try to do Hades because there's a story to pull you through it at least a little more.
Mhm.
Which I think I have it on 3 platforms, so I should play it.
You should.
Play
You
it.
bought it
Yeah,
that many
I have it on
times.
PC, Switch, and PlayStation. So
Amazing. All right. And for our next one, we have MX versus ATV Legend.
Dude, I remember those old school games back in the day. Those were so
What
fun.
kind of game is that? I don't know.
I think it's a JRPG.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And for our next one, and I know you guys mentioned this a little bit earlier, but we have a Portal companion collection on Switch that came out yesterday.
It's really just Portal 1 and 2 on.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Cool.
Yeah, there's no updates or anything like that, but it's on the Switch. So
that's cool, I guess.
It was ported by Valve, so it's got to be good.
Yep.
Well, let's hope so. Let's see. And then there's Rogue Book on Stadia.
It has the word rogue in it.
But it's on Stadia at that. So I didn't even know Stadia still had games coming to it.
It's actually not a Rogue like.
No, I think it's a like an action RPG.
It's a roguelike deck builder.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know if you like deck building games.
I don't mind deck building games. I don't like gravitate to them, but I've definitely played my fair share of deck building games. I mean, I used to play Magic when it first came out, first edition, like the actual cards.
It's done by the guy who created Magic the Gathering.
Oh, good. Wow. Well, there you go.
That explains a lot. Perfect. And then we have Cuphead, the delicious last course from PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Coming out tomorrow, June 30th.
Yeah.
And I know you guys are super excited. We already talked about that one, so I'm just going to keep it rolling. We have Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak for the Switch and PC coming out also tomorrow on June 30th. Mm-hmm. Oh, I totally didn't get the picture for that one, but oh well.
Is that a like an expansion pack?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Or is it just like new content? Is it free? I don't even know.
I think it's a new zone, that type of deal, new area, new stuff, new class, that kind of like an expansion.
Yeah, I don't know either, because the last one was called Monster Hunter
Iceborne.
Yeah. So yeah, it might be. It's probably just an expansion. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's an expansion.
Yeah. All right, and then this one that we have on screen, we have Outriders World Slayer on PS5, Xbox X and S, PlayStation 4.
Is this for Outriders? Is this like an expansion for Outriders, the game?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
This one adds some end game to it.
Okay.
So
cool.
If you were into Outriders, you can jump back into that world and keep it rolling. Get some new gear. And fight them till they're dead.
That's always a good thing to do. Fight them till they're dead.
Yep. And then lastly, we have F1 22 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC coming out July 1st. And that's all she wrote. Was there? I think Cuphead is the leading game that everyone wants to play here.
Yeah, that's
for us.
Cuphead.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
For
Cuphead
other
is
people, it's probably not Cuphead. They've played
Marky
the first
Mark
Cuphead,
though, for sure.
We
need to get on that.
How hard it is.
Yeah.
I gotta download it and play it again.
I love fighting games.
While we're talking, I literally just downloaded it. So it's installed now. Yeah. So we definitely have to get on Cuphead.
Is there crossplay on Cuphead?
Maybe through like Xbox PC and then
Game Pass. Yeah, I'll check.
It does not have crossplay. So if you don't have it on Xbox, we cannot do it together.
I can figure it out on Xbox. I can figure it out. Yeah, maybe I can.
I'll take it up on Xbox. You play with the controller anyway, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Come on.
But you play with the PlayStation controller, don't you?
No, I play with the Xbox controller. I'm fine.
No, I can. Yeah.
No, that's I play the Xbox controller a bunch. No, that's totally fine. No, I'm down. I don't think Cuphead is that expensive.
That's $8.
Yeah.
No, with the actual, because I don't have the game on Xbox. I have it on PC.
20.
Yeah, so with the I think the expansion pack, they're still doing a little sale, so like I could pick it up for if we were just doing a game like that together. I'm totally down.
All
So,
right. And not that we're going to retread a whole bunch of topics that we've already spoken about, but just to go through some of the comments that we received today. Thank you, everyone, for their comments and writing in. Autumn Reed said that any developers do suffer, but the event should pivot and find a way to retain attendance, add tourney events, bring in other content, celebrity panels, etc. That was in reference to Gamescom when we were speaking about that. Let's see. Sionk Bomb Gaming. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. They were laughing at the amount of arguing that we were doing during the episode. Or not arguing.
Whenever me and Ted
debating.
are on, whenever me and Ted are on, there is a high amount of debate.
I love it because it's good, it's fun.
Yeah,
We
no,
have
absolutely
very
agree.
opposite viewpoints.
I think we all
That's
do.
the funny thing is like we literally don't.
There goes the opposite viewpoints right there.
We just both like
On
debating.
some things, yes. Well, that too. That's an East Coast thing, I think.
Yeah, or something like that. So, but yeah.
Let's see. And then Sion Bomb Gaming gave applause to Ted saying basically what was it?
Screw Blizzard.
Blizzard
Yeah.
Blizzard Activision. I think you just said like, well, fuck them or something. Don't buy their stuff.
Like,
just
vote with your wallet. Yeah.
They don't treat women well.
Nope. They treat nobody. They don't treat women well. Don't treat minorities well. They don't treat Bobby Kotick is a scumbag stealing money. Like, yeah.
All right. Last couple of notes, guys. We'll plow through these. Sonic Origins released on 6/23. Also, this is going to speak to you, Marky Mark. Let's see. Autumn Reed said, yeah, playing $40 for Sonic Origins seems high.
Of course it's high. They've released it at $30 before.
And then strong competitors for Game of the Year: Elden Ring, Tiny Tina's Wonderland's a sleeper hit. The Evil Dead we already spoke about. The Quarry is a great game. Matt Bliss said greetings from Ireland. We put that on screen earlier. And then lastly, some other contenders for possible Game of the Year towards the tail end is Modern Warfare 2, God of War, Midnight Suns, Gotham Knights, and Sifu.
Right now Gotham Knights is my most hype. Only because
I was gonna say Gotham Knight looks like hot garbage, but
that's my kind of game. I love that style.
Me too. I like third person action. I love it, but that game looks bad, and the characters look lame, and I don't resonate with any of them.
Suicide Squad getting pushed back. That's what I'm gonna play.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Like I'm playing Miles Morales, just like finance to get my fix in. So
there you go.
But yeah.
All right, my friends.
All right.
Well, to end this episode, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching and joining us and writing in. This is coming from Finest OVG, Ted. I'm sorry. How do I say it? Teditor. And Mark, Mr. Madness. Thank you all for joining us today and have a wonderful rest of your evening. Lates. Am I supposed to do something now? Oh, yeah. Supposed to do this.
Yes.